Tomorrow is my Auntie Susan's birthday, and I wanted to do something special and also share a story about her importance in my recovery. At the end of 2017, I decided to ask for help. This time I meant it. Every other time I asked for help or sought help because everybody wanted me to, or that was what was expected of me. But this time, I meant it. My Auntie Susan could have said no. She could have told me to take a hike. She could have told me to go back to West Virginia, where I would have undoubtedly lost my battle to my addiction. But she said yes. And her and my mom and my friend Becky, they triangulated a way to get me out of the West Coast. I was definitely experiencing 7 levels of hell out there, and I got to escape that in one piece for the most part. And she let me and Moo into her home. I used to joke that we were team PTSD, Moo and I, and we were after the things that we had went through out there. But she welcomed us with open arms, and she gave me a safe space to begin my recovery process. She literally nursed me back to health. Not just me, but Moo. I was in disturbing shape, mentally, physically. I was 105 pounds. I was sick. I was struggling. I still had the scars and the marks and the pick marks and the violence marks still pretty fresh on my face. She fed me, she protected me, and she supported me. Every single year of my recovery, she's played a role. She's always told me how proud she is of me, and I'm just so thankful that she gave me the space to recreate myself, to rebuild my life, to repair who I was and become who I am now. I lived with her throughout my pregnancy with Price. She was amazing. Not just her, but my uncle. My Auntie Susan has never turned her back on me in my entire life. She's always made me feel supported. She's always made me feel loved. She's always made me feel safe. And she's always made me feel really proud to be her niece. I wouldn't be here today sharing this with you if it wasn't for her. She doesn't like to take credit, but I give credit where it's due. My family's been incredibly impactful in my recovery. They've literally been my glue. And I think it's important that I know when I say I wouldn't be here without her, I believe that. I believe if I would have went back to West Virginia, that would have been the end of me. There would be no me, there would be no Price, there would be no courtnologist, there would be no healing in my family. My mom would have lost both of her kids. I truly believe had I went back to the place that I fell apart in, I would have never been able to get it together the way that I have here. I'm so eternally grateful for my Auntie Sue, for opening her home to me, for being who she is to me and who she is to my kids, and beyond that, what she meant to my brother. Sean and her were always very close. They had a relationship that was so important to him and so important to her, and he had asked her to definitely look out for me, and she's went above and beyond to do that. So today on her birthday, I wanted to share with you how important it is to love your tribe, even if they're in active addiction, even if they aren't treating themselves the best, or even if they aren't making the best decisions. It's important to still love people throughout their struggles. I know some people say if you baby the addict, you'll bury the addict, but if she wouldn't have allowed me into her home, I just don't like to think about what my story, how my story would have ended. Auntie Sue, I love you. I love everything about you. You are incredibly special. You're beautiful. You're my favorite 1980s Patriots cheerleader ever. That's true. She's an alumni. I want to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for allowing me every opportunity to become who I am today, to become the mom I am today. I couldn't have done it without you, and I love you forever. Thank you so much, and happy birthday.